I'll go with Corey Hine.
Behind him, Ben Rhodes goes up, gets into the trucks on the outside. Ben Rhodes goes around, Sauter goes around. Parker Kligerman out front. Corey Hine behind him, they're wrecking behind him. Lane Riggs goes around. More trucks wreck. Caution light is out.
Put it out, I got him wrecking.
Truck Series race. I'm gonna pick Kyle Busch. I think Kyle Busch will win 2 in a row at Atlanta for the Truck Series.
Oh, I like Stewart's got.
I like his spot. Stewart's looking okay. He doesn't have a good push behind him, though. It's going to be about the side
They're
draft.
getting squirrely behind him. Side by side, checker flag in the air. Looks like Kyle Busch.
The Xfinity Series, I think Austin Hill's gonna have a little bit of a bounce back. Should have probably won at Daytona, but I think he'll get it done at Atlanta.
Big crash down the back straightaway. If the caution comes out, the race is over. Right now, we stay green. Hill in front of Almirola and Allgaier. Here's Austin Hill, back to back to back. He does it again at Atlanta.
As you just saw, my predictions are almost spot on. We are 3 for 5. I predicted Corey Hine. I predicted Kyle Busch. I predicted Austin Hill. And there's been 5 races in the top 3 divisions, top 3 series of NASCAR. I will take that. Maybe we should be betting. We're 3 for 5, man. Imagine the money we could make off of this. I'm just playing. I probably can't even bet. I'm not well enough. Anyways, let's just get right into the Xfinity and truck race today. Cup Series video will be tomorrow. Today, let's talk about the Xfinity Series and the Truck Series. So basically, we're going to start with the Truck Series, then go to the Xfinity Series, and it's going to be a brief, probably won't be as long of a video as the others, especially like last weekend with the Daytona. That was about 18 minutes. This one probably won't be as long, but let's get into it. So the Truck Series. I was at an OU basketball game, men's basketball game, so I missed the truck race. So I don't really know what happened throughout the race, but I do kind of have a few things written down on the few people I want to talk about with the finishing order. First off, I want to start with that finish. Stewart Friesen, Kyle Busch, right to the line. I'm a Kyle Busch fan, so I'm happy Kyle Busch won, but still, you gotta feel for Stewart Friesen. Stewart Friesen was so close to winning. Like, if he was another, I don't know, maybe if the start-finish line was back maybe a couple hundred yards, Stewart Friesen would be the winner. Just didn't work out like that. But anyways, Kyle Busch is the winner. Stewart Friesen unfortunately finishes second, but it's still a really good points day. Let me I might have already done it, put up the finishing order right here while I'm speaking. But I want to talk about who finished 4th and 6th. 2 Nice Motorsports trucks, Bailey Curry and Caden Honeycutt. They showed up today. They both finished in the top 6. Now, I don't know if they're running up there all day. Like I said earlier, I didn't get to watch the race. But I'd assume they might not have been running up in the front all day, but they're probably in the top 15 for most of the day. And they got the finish that they were probably hoping for. Obviously, you want to win, but 2 trucks in the top 6, you'll take that any day. But Rajah Caruth cannot buy a break. He has been taken out he got taken out at Daytona, and he just got loose and spun out at Atlanta. But anyways, back-to-back starts. Back-to-back races to start the season. Excuse me. Rajah Caruth is wrecked, and Rajah is deep in the points. He's gonna have a big points cushion to get out of. If I'm saying that right, he's got a deep hole he's got to dig out of. I'll say that. But Grant Enfinger, he has the points lead. I'll pop up the points right here. I just have written down that he's the points leader. I don't know how many points he has. I'm pretty sure he barely had the points lead by like a point or 2. But hey, we'll give a bravo to Grant Enfinger. If you saw the reaction videos, I still gotta upload the Cup Series one. We give bravos when we are well pleased, when we are a little shocked and a little surprised. They deserve a little bravo. Grant Enfinger has the points lead. That's a great start for 2 super speedway races. Points lead. I don't think Enfinger will hold on to it, but he's getting points. That's all that matters. You don't have to be the points leader. Just get as many points as you can. And he did that at the 2 super speedway races. 2 super speedway races to start the year. But you can see the cut line. Excuse me. Jack Wood right now is the last one in. If the playoffs started today, Jack Wood won a stage. Hey, bravo to Jack. Man, I got like hiccups. Bravo to Jack Wood. Stage win right there. That's just a win in itself. You get a stage win. Jack Wood, he impressed me today. I don't think he'll make the playoffs, but hey, I think he might be like top 14, 15 in points. Connor Mozak, he was doing good. I think he won the pole, and if he didn't, he was up there in like the top 3. But unfortunately, got into some issues. Didn't get the finish that he would have wanted. But I think Connor Mozak, the season did not start off the way he wanted to, but I think it's only up from here. Okay, so that was the Truck Series. Let's talk about the Xfinity Series now. I actually got to watch this race, so I might know a little bit more about it. So basically, the race was controlled by Austin Hill. He led like over 75% of the race. I don't remember the exact amount, but it was. Austin Hill swept stage 1, stage 2. He won the race. Austin Hill dominated. Austin Hill is the king of Atlanta, especially since like 2022 is when it started. I think he's won almost every race since then at Atlanta except for like 1. But man, Austin Hill and Jesse Love, RCR, any super speedway race, they are the cars to beat. No questions asked. RCR, watch out. Only at the super speedways though. If we go to 1.5 miles for like a short track, it's a little bit of a different story. But let's talk about some other guys that aren't RCR, because we know by now what to expect of RCR at the super speedways. Let me mention a few guys I was impressed with this weekend. Leland Honeyman Jr. for that 70, the Coke Family Racing team, he finished 8th. What? And he got a top 10. I don't know where he finished last week, but a top 10 second race for that team, that is a major accomplishment. You gotta be happy with that result. I don't know how many races Leland Honeyman's gonna run this year. It's between him and someone else. I don't remember who. I'll probably pop it up so y'all can know. But he's splitting the ride with someone else, so I don't think he'll be able to make the playoffs or nothing like that. But still, try to get as much experience. Put yourself out there for other teams next year to be like, okay, this kid's got some talent, let's sign him. So, Leland Honeyman Jr. finished 8th. Jed Burton finished 6th. Now, maybe that's not such a surprise to you at a super speedway, but still, 6th place finish, Jed Burton. Last year was not the season that team wanted. Jordan Anderson Racing, I think they might be able to kind of start maybe building their team up again. I feel like they took a big decline last year. Let's hope they can start turning it back up this year. But I do think a playoff chance, any playoffs, that's out of the question. All you want to do if you're Jordan Anderson Racing is maximize that equipment, get as much out of it as possible, and try to get the highest points finish possible. Not wrecking every other race or blowing engines, anything like that. Try to keep it clean, get it to the finish, try to not wear and tear too much of the parts and all that, and try not to DNF too much because of stuff like that, like engines or just mechanical failures, anything like that. But I was looking at the points. I hope I probably put up the finishing results. I forgot to say that. I probably did. But here is the point standings. There are 4 drivers in the top 12 right now that grab my attention. Jed Burton is one of them. He's like 6th, I think. Jeremy Clements, he's like 7th. Jeremy Clements, Jed Burton. I was about to say 2 names at once. Jed Burton, Jeremy Clements, Leland Honeyman Jr. is technically in the playoffs right now. He's 12th. And Matt DiBenedetto. Matt DiBenedetto, he is improving. And I think this year, no playoffs. That's probably out of the question. But I think that team can probably get a top 15 to 18 in points finish. 15th to 18th in the points. But honestly, I don't know. Because I forget, there's a bunch of good drivers who like kind of had, like Connor Zilic, Christian Eckes, they've wrecked in both of the super speedway races. So Matt DiBenedetto's probably going to fall down some. But if that team can get a top 20 finish, that would be an outstanding, phenomenal season. Here's the point standings. I'm pretty sure Austin Hill's first. Not 100% sure, but I'm like 95% sure. But I can't believe that I'm 3 for 5 on predictions. The Cup race is actually about to start probably in the next 40 minutes. I'm going to try and edit this and get this out probably a little after the race starts. But let me know your thoughts about this Xfinity and Truck Series races. I feel like the trucks kept it clean for the most part. The Xfinity Series was keeping it clean till about final 30 laps. But anyways, clean racing. We got a green flag finish both times, even though there's a wreck in the Xfinity race on the last lap. Let me know, who do you think is the driver that stand out to you most, or like kind of surprised you the most so far this year out of the 2 lower series? I'd say for me, it's kind of hard because it's like it's too early on in the season to tell, but I'm gonna say Jeremy Clements to me is kind of the big shocker for me to start out the year. I think he got that Xfinity fastest lap of the race at Daytona, so we got an extra point there. Jeremy Clements, who knows? Maybe he'll get lucky at a super speedway this year and win. But so far, my playoff predictions are technically holding up because Corey Heim in the Truck Series, he won at Daytona, he's locked into the playoffs. I predicted he'd be in the playoffs. And then Kyle Busch won, he's not eligible for the playoffs. So we're good there. Jesse Love and Austin Hill, I predicted both of them would make the playoffs, and right now they're both locked in. So hey, predictions are going pretty good for me so far this year. We're 3 for 5 on race winner predictions. Right now I haven't had any playoff predictions bust yet. 2025 might be the year we can predict correctly. I don't know. But anyways, I'm very excited for next weekend at Circuit of the Americas to see the new track layout. The Xfinity and Cup Series are racing, Truck Series, they get an off weekend. I'm excited to see something that's not a super speedway race. Even though it's a road course, that's still kind of a wild card. Connor Zilic is probably going to win that race in the Xfinity race, let's be honest. But I'm going to say my predictions for the Cup Series. When I talk about the Cup Series video at Atlanta, just remember that I'll always I speak too fast. Remember, I will always make my predictions in the videos I'm recapping the races. Just remember that. I'll probably upload a short of this so y'all can remember. I'll always make my predictions when I'm recapping races. So if you want to know my predictions and how I've actually been predicting these right, just go to those videos. They're usually at the end of the videos. So go to the end of those videos and look out for my predictions. But anyways, that is all for today's video. Let me know, like I said, who's been the driver that surprised you the most so far this season in the 2 lower series. And until next time, have a good one. See ya.